Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Good morning to everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back into a new episode of our Minecraft series. I've been working tirelessly offline, and stuff changed. As you can see already, I want to show you properly what I've done off camera. So, first of all, I've covered up the elevators. Both this one and also the other one over there, the one that goes down to the deep slate level. I've added here a little flower patch just to do that, and I've also fixed a little bit the pathways all around our places because they were lacking some slabs, some stairs, and also some path blocks. Now that we have this in the way, here we have another path, and here you can see them, the greenhouses. Okay, so I know it might look a little bit weird. I've chosen to use dark oak for almost everything, at least for this one. Here we have the sugar canes, which have been stocking up quite nicely. And over here we have a little cactus, and I've ordered a second layer of cactus. So we now have a very productive, a double productive cactus farm. I've chosen to add it because I wanted to have a nice greenhouse, and it resulted much taller than I had expected. And another layer of cactus just fitted right within, so I've added it. And I've also cleared a little bit around here. I've also been lighting up this part of our hill, and behind here there is a hidden door that can bring us inside. Well, if we ever need to do some maintenance, as you already know, I like to have access to the mechanisms, at least in a small part. Well, now we have to update our signboard. I've added so much stuff, I had to extend it sideways, but we now are going to clear up a little bit of space so we can take away these signs and instead put it front, since I'm planning. I still have to get rid of what we already added. So we already decorated the sugarcane and cactus farm, and we also covered the elevators. Then we masked them, and that's it, I think. Stop sheep pens, no. Yes. So map. So I can add these in here. Now, what are we going to do in this episode? Well, I've posted various polls on my platforms, on my Telegram channel, on my Discord, on Instagram, on Facebook. I've got 3 votes on Instagram for starting a religion, as well as 1 vote for the same on Telegram, and also exploring the Nether. So we are going to start a new religion by building the temple. So this episode we are focusing on this build and nothing else. Concerning where to place our temple, I want to start small. So I plan on building a small shrine, nicely decorated, yes, nicely placed, but nothing too big, too large, too fancy, because I want to do it like I did with the castle over here. Well, the tower that then I extended up with the storage and with the other towers. Because if you look at it right now, it's coming together quite nicely. We have the first build here, the small porch over here, over there we have the greenhouses, the iron farm, which is a tower, and then the pumpkin and melon farm, which is another tower, and it's naturally leading to, well, have a square over there where the pond is, and I plan on building said square in the future, but right now we voted for building the shrine instead. So where are we going to build it, and how are we going to build it? Well, first of all, we have to start small, but I wanted to find a place that had the ample space for us to extending it in the coming episodes. So first of all, I thought of building it over here. But the issue is, if we were to build a small shrine, it has plenty of space. But if we were then to extend said shrine, well, we are on a slope, and it is extremely tough to add other things. We would have to, well, go down here, or here on the mountain side. We don't have much natural space, since I'd like to avoid let's say terraforming everything too much, because then you lose the beauty of the mountain itself. So instead, I've changed my mind, and I thought I may build the shrine on this little island exposed over here, and then we can extend it on this flat surface over here. Maybe even mend these two holes and make a nice coast, or not. We will see what the future brings us. But the good thing is that being this central over here, it is easy to connect it over to that side, over which, if you recall from our first episodes, we are planning on building some sort of village or farms on this side. So that's why I chose to, build it over here. Ooh, look at creeper. So first of all, what we have to do is light up everything. Yes, because we don't want mobs to get over here. And obviously gather the materials. I'll go ahead and prepare everything. We will meet back when I'm all prepared. Ooh. Oh, we have to act quick. I need the thunderstorm. Yes! Yes, sir! Oh, now that's what I've been looking for. So, first of all, I had to build a bridge made of scaffolding over to the lit magma blocks, because obviously at the moment it's a little bit hard to reach. After which I had to basically select which lit magma block to keep, and the other three I had to discard them because we didn't need that many. We just need one. I selected the one on its own, although you may argue later that it would have been better to choose a one more towards the water, for reasons that you will later see. After that, I started working on the platform of the shrine, so on the floor of the shrine, by surrounding the lit magma block with quartz stairs. So I wanted, in my mind, the shrine would have a flat, round surface around it, and on which we are going to build next the columns, because I wanted some columns much like ancient Greece or Romantic columns made of quartz. Since I already had, the centerpiece made out of quartz, and I was planning on building some quartz columns, I wanted to bring a little color in the palette of the shrine, and a little bit of bright color, noble colors, because obviously in my mind a temple must be brightly colored, must be beautiful to see, but also must be clean. So I went for this orange glazed terracotta mixed in with some cyan concrete, because they match very well the hue of the cyan concrete. Well, here I use a cyan concrete powder matches exactly the hue of the the orange terracotta, because it has the orange, let's say, lemon shape, and at the same time it also features this cyan border. After finally placing the centerpiece, the flooring, we have now to start working on the columns. I used quartz pillars for the columns, obviously. I first started by placing the base block, and after that I chose to bring them up, and rather than making a complete circle of columns, I instead went for this open semicircle. I don't know how to call it properly, and I chose also to have the columns all at different height, because that would help give some feeling of, let's say, nobility. You are supposed to reach the shrine from the bridge of, from the side of the scaffolding bridge, and from that side it gives a very nice look, because it seems that all the different heights give this idea that the shrine is elevating itself towards the sky, or however poetically you may want to put it. And after raising the different columns, I chose to connect them all together, much like, I could say Stonehenge, with the sideways stones on top of the columns, because this gave this a very Hellenic-like kind of thing to the whole circle of columns. Last but not least, there is what's left to do is the underside of the shrine itself, because the centerpiece is now done. And so I chose to extend outwards a little bit the flooring itself, because I wanted to be able to roam around the columns themselves without having to basically fall down onto the floor down below, onto the shore. So I first of all extended with dirt temporarily, after which I then proceeded using stone. I chose to make this stone base because, first of all, it recalls the palette of our castle, and also it matches quite well with the surrounding grass and water, and it also detaches itself from the let's say purity of the quartz and of the centerpiece of the shrine. You can see me that I'm marking first of all the underside of the shrine itself using stone, and then I gradually made my way up by adding different stone palette blocks. In this case I used some cobblestone, stone, and mossy cobblestone at first, and then I gradually switched over to stone bricks and more, let's say, noble variants of stone itself. This way it gives this nice idea of having it transitioning from a more crude basement onto a more refined palette. What's left to do now is just to, obviously bring up all the walls up to the the dirt layer, and swap out the remaining dirt with actual flooring. I'll just skip ahead because it's not extremely interesting. I just extend the terracotta outwards using some cyan glazed terracotta, which has this creeper face on it. And on the outers I wanted to add in some water feature. So you will be seeing next what I've done. Welcome back. Okay, so the shrine is done. I'm very happy with the looks of it. I wanted, well, so obviously as a central piece, our sacred fire, our sky fire. I still have to work here. Well, I wanted to keep the ditch here. Unfortunately, I didn't place the fire very good. Therefore, the whole platform expanded a little bit too much for what I was thinking over. So here to the hillside. Therefore, I may as well make this ditch a little bit more profound. This drop a little bit more sheer. So in that way, we have a much bigger gap, and making a bridge rather than closing up everything makes much more sense. Well, I wanted to have here a small, nice arch bridge that goes down, maybe in quartz, I was wondering, or we could do it in stone, yes. But for this episode, I mainly concentrated myself on the shrine itself, so for the whole columns, the very very brightly colored ground, and this the palette and the contrast between the whiteness of the quartz palette and the blues of both the glazed terracottas, as well as the concrete and also the water. So off camera, I'll probably add more details to the border itself. I wasn't thinking of adding a balustrade over here. Instead, I wanted to keep it like this. Maybe adding in some green, some leaves, some flowering azalea leaves, just to give a little bit more of that natural feel. Obviously, I'm going to add lily pads here. I want to add a couple of lily pads because, if you didn't know, lily pads can go on this half blocks. So in that way, we won't just dip our feet in water. Instead, we will walk on top of it. And I was also thinking of adding a staircase over here that goes down to the water level and make a very small dock. This way we would be able to access easily our home even from this side of the sea. But mundane matters aside, the sun is at noon and we can sacrifice to start our religion. A diamond, it's most appropriate. Oh, well. Wow. Bad throw. Okay, so now I want you to choose the name of our religion, because obviously we will have to come up with a name and with a banner and with a whole set of rituals. I very much like moon rituals. Maybe when the moon is full, or when it's a new moon, we could stage up some rituals to ward off bad luck. I very much enjoy also all this lore making. If we came up with a banner, we can spread it all over our castle. But later, further in our game. Right now, we are ready to start. For a start, it's a very good one. I thank you very much for following me until this very moment. Leave a like if you enjoyed this episode of me building this shrine and starting our religion. Leave a comment, let me know what you would enjoy me to do. Subscribe if you wish to get a notification. I should maybe endorse you before in our video, not this late, because barely anyone is going to reach this point of the video. Thank you once more, one last time, and I will wait for you in the next episode. Bye bye!